Hello, and welcome to the studio. Today, we are really excited to share a very special opportunity with you. The release of a leather certification program in tooling and carving. You get two great things. First, in our mission to bring you world-class leatherworking education, you get to learn from literally one of the best in the world with Jim Linnell. He is a master leather worker and educator with over 50 years of experience teaching thousands of students. And many of his students have gone on to earn awards. And in this program, you can get one-on-one input from him personally through the course assignments. And second, you get to earn a professional leatherworking certification. This is a designation that you can use to represent your proven skills to others, such as friends, colleagues, and potential employers, clients, or customers. It will be a significant achievement. So click to the ILC website to get started. And with more details and examples of some of his students' work, here's Jim.
Hi, I'm Jim Linnell, and welcome to Elk Truck Studio. And I am very excited to share with you this new course that we have. And oh my gosh, I wish something like this had been available when I was getting started. Learning how to do this stuff correctly is the hard thing for somebody that wants to get started in this. Am I doing it right? You know, you can look at the pictures in books, you can maybe even watch somebody on YouTube or whatever, but having somebody explain why we do things the way we do it, why that's the right way, that's what I want to do in this course that you're about to undertake. So I hope you have fun with it. It's been a blessing to me to do this for like 57 years so far, and I've loved every minute of it. So I hope you are able to have that much fun too. One of the great things, really gratifying things, I should say, that I get out of having taught so many classes is seeing the stuff that my students do and seeing them win awards and prizes and such like that. And fortunately, I've got some of them. I mean, you see this beautiful display behind me. Well, a lot of that is done by some of my students. Some of it's mine and others too. But I have a lot of my students' work here, and I've got a couple here I'd like to show you. Here's a piece that was done. This is one where we've combine some basic figure carving and floral carving together. It was a pretty neat project, but one of my students decided, hey, you need that in your studio. And I said, okay, I'd be happy to have that. Over the years, though, some of these have come in as just totally as surprises. I got to show you one here. It was just an amazing thing. If you don't know, there's a leather show that goes on up in Sheridan, Wyoming each year. It's called the Rocky Mountain Leather Trade Show. And this one year, I don't even remember how long I've had this. One year I'm up there, and the folks that put on the show there said, we've got something here that was left at our table for you. And so I went over there and collected it. And here's what was in it. This white, this is all leather, by the way. All right, check this out. This is all leather. And look, on the side of it has Elk Truck Studio, Jim Linnell. Well, this was a student of mine, Deb and Rocky Storley. They live up in Montana, which is home state for me. But anyway, they had this. I pulled this out of the bag and I said, "What? Are you serious? Look at this. This is like with wheels that work and everything. A totally leather wagon that somebody made for me." And they're my students. I mean, that's just awesome. You want to see awesome? All right. This one. Now, again, there's a story with this. You can't read it. Well, you might. If I hold it up to the camera close enough, you might be able to read that. But if you better be Norwegian or you'll not understand it. This here is a little character from Norway that is kind of, he's like I don't know. He's in their cartoons and there's stories and legends about him. Anyway, I've taught a bunch of classes in Norway, believe it or not. And so one of my students over there said, "Oh, here, you've done all this stuff for us. You need to take something back with you." So he made me a little flask with their little guy, and there's a name for it. But forgive me for not knowing that. But there's a name for this guy. And anyway, he said, "Here, you need to take that home." So yeah, just proud as all get us to have that. Look at this. Wouldn't you love to be able to do stuff like that? That's kind of the stuff you'll learn in this course that we're going to do. This is I think I called this a poetic flower. It's something I drew up, but again, one of my students decided, hey, you need to have this, and they colored it up and did everything, and it's just gorgeous, isn't it? It's just a really unique and different type of a flower, and so one of my students gave me that. Hey, check this out. Yes, one of my students is a saddle maker. One of my students said, I got this tapadero. And I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but it was fun to carve. And this is young gal out in East Texas that did this, and she said, would you like that in your studio?" I said, "Well, heck yeah! Look at that. There's like a ton of work in this thing, and it's beautifully done." But you know what? Well, let me show you some more here. It gets cooler here as we go. Hang on. Have you ever heard of Kathy Flanagan? Kathy Flanagan's a Al Stoneman Award winner. Kathy, I remember some of the early classes that she took from me, and she was very talented right from the get-go, and she's not lost anything. She just continues to improve. In fact, if you go to Eltech Studios' website, she's got videos that she's done for us there. Anyway, but look here. Here's some of her work. There's this tiger. I don't know. Quit hiding behind it here. You can see that she's got one up here that's uncolored, all carved out, and then she's got another one down here that is all colored out. This is the kind of stuff she's done. And you know what? The thing I want to show and want to emphasize with all of these that you're looking at, you know where these people started? Every one of these people started exactly where you are. They started right at the beginning. They didn't know what a swivel knife was. They didn't know how to hold it. They didn't know how to make beveling come out smooth. They didn't have this solid foundation. But once they had that, I've told you this, there's no limit to where you can go with your leatherwork if you will be persistent with it. This here's another one. Annie Libertini, have you ever heard of that name? Another Al Stoneman Award winner. One of my students. She's taken several classes from me. She's also somebody that's done some videos for us. Everything you're looking at here is leather. Even though that frame looks like it might be wood, it's not. That's actually leather too, and she did that. Those people in there, that's actually my mom and dad. She took this from a photograph that was like from about 1952. It's a black and white photo, and they're long deceased, but she did this and gave it to me. And you talk about tear at the heartstrings a little bit. That's just pretty amazing stuff. But again, I can't emphasize enough how important it is for you to learn the basics correctly. All of this stuff you're looking at here, all of these glorious pieces behind me, all of these people had to start where you are. They had to learn what are those basic tools? How do you use them? Once you've got that solid foundation, the whole world of leatherworking is wide open to you. So I hope you will zero in on that and know that, yeah, this seems pretty basic, pretty simple, pretty whatever. It is the foundation you got to have if you want to do the kind of stuff I'm showing you here. So you're going to have fun, I promise.